What's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. And today we have a desperate defense by the one, the only Commander Fox. He is chilling right there. Phase 1 armor, because I thought we'd switch it up a little bit. He is both the most hated and most loved clone trooper of all time, I think. There are equal parts people who love him and people who hate him. It's a great debate, and I'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section. Either way, there are about 300 clone troopers defending down here, all with small arms and at most bazookas, versus 1,000 battle droids. So the droids completely surround them. They've also got about 10 AATs, and there are 1,000 of these blokes on the battlefield that are going to be coming forward from all different angles here to hit Commander Fox and his defenders, and we're going to see if Foxy Boy can hold out. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a ton in the algorithm. Subscribe if you have not already. We're trying to hit 500K by the end of the year. And comment down below if you'd like to see some more Men of War Assault Squad 2 Star Wars Galaxy at War mod in the future. Either way, let's get into it here. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2, all of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's get right on into it here. Pressing start right now, and first shot getting fired here. Let's go in slow-mo. I think it goes without saying that this battle is going to be a smidge laggy with the 1,000 battle droids on the battlefield, but hopefully it won't be too bad. More rockets. This one Rocketeer doing the Lord Gonk's work here, a counter rocket, but both rockets end up hitting that rock right there. They're rocking the rock with the rockets, baby. All right, more shots getting fired on the eastern end of the battlefield here as the droids come through the haze right over this way. They've got a decent bit of cover for them, which is going to be very, very helpful. Charging over open land is never exactly a very good thing to do as a military, but having this cover will be nice. Accuracy will be pretty low considering the fact that there is just a whole lot of haze on this battlefield here. Probably worse for the clones, I would imagine, considering the fact that they're not robots. You know, maybe these droids are equipped with thermal vision science boy stuff, which would be pretty cool. I don't know. Either way, we got more AATs and you know, maybe 100 or 200 droids over this way coming on forward. Lots of spam fire. These guys don't have as much cover as the other blokes did back there, and that's being shown by more droids over this way dying out, but they're getting some good fire out there. I also heard a lot of the comments in the last Star Wars video I did that people wanted to see more variety in the droid weapons, so I put a lot of variety in there for the droids. They've got snipers, they've got heavy machine guns, they've of course got their E5s and stuff like that, and some bazooka units too, as well as AATs. I've also really been putting an effort into balancing games more, so that way, you know, we have longer battles as well as battles that are, you know, really hard to tell who's gonna win until the bitter end here. So that was a mission for this battle here, to try and make it as even as possible for the defenders versus the attackers here. Of course, the defenders have defenders advantage, which does make it a little bit challenging to go ahead and balance things out. Oh, massive AAT strike right there. Beautiful. Yeah, they have defender's advantage, but of course the droids just have overwhelming numbers right now. And quite a number of droids over this way getting absolutely slaughtered by incoming clone trooper fire. Bazooka shots also dealing some serious damage to quite a number of these battle droid units. That's got to be tough to come under fire by sheer explosive mass during this charge. We've also got more droids coming forward over here. It looks like these guys have taken some serious losses as well during this battle. How about over this way? These droids over here, there's about 100 or so droids on this little platform here that have to come up over these rocks to attack the clones. Needless to say, a very precarious mission to go about, and it seems like most of them have already been slaughtered by these clones over here, and likely just grenading takes a lot of them out. Over this way, we have a similar situation where these droids have to come up over these rocks, but it seems like the clones were not able to hold these guys at bay as easily as the other rock formation position over that way. That clone destroys his own barbed wire cover. You are not doing the Republic any favors, sir. Come on, zero in a little bit more. We got a war to fight, people. We need to be doing so much better. Jeez Louise. Oh, and another... What was that? Whoa, whoa! There's an AAT in the sky, and that man just tried to snipe it. This is not Battlefield 3, people. What are we doing? Oh my god. If this thing lands right up, then it can still fight. Oh my god, it did. This thing is still operational. If it had landed on its, if it had turtled, if you will, it would explode shortly after because the engine would be turned over. But it did land upright, although now it's just shooting the ground. So I don't know what kind of malfunctions are going on with this thing, but there you go. It's dead. Real brave tactics, I guess we could call it, from the droids right there. I don't know what to say about that, boys. I really don't. These droids over here are definitely taking a more passive role in the battle, just firing every so often. Meanwhile, these guys over here were definitely the aggressive force from the battle droid army. These guys over this way, definitely a bit more passive as well, and then these guys definitely a bit more aggressive too. How about this little chamber down here? These droids coming forward pretty nicely now. They have taken some serious losses, but now they're getting forward a bit more here, and I think the clones are very, very restricted by all these droids over here. They're having to deal with a large plethora of battle droids coming in from this angle. So these guys over this way are focusing in on that and not focusing in on their own front over here, though that could be big. It got 3, okay. It was decent. That was pretty decent nuts, baby. Not too shabby. I will definitely take that. This AAT definitely needs to go down. We do see some more rockets going out, but the rockets are clearly targeting just the infantry right now. I don't know if that man does not have an angle on that AAT. Yeah, it looks like he does not have an angle on that AAT. So at least he's doing something with that rocket launcher. But if that AAT just came a little bit farther forward, he could definitely wipe that thing out. These droids almost reaching the bunkers over this way. So this is going to be the first angle for the clone troopers to actually fall here, and luckily there are more backup trenches back this way, and these trenches over here are doing very, very well in total. So, if one area falls, these guys will have to bite off a little bit more of the battle, but there is still potential for a victory here, which is what we like to see. The droids are winning some angles of this attack, but the clones are winning other angles, which makes it a pretty good balanced battle, if I were to say so myself. Either way, why don't we go ahead and bump it up a speed here to see some more rip-roaring action. Lots of clone fire from these guys over this way. Yep, they are having to take over a lot of the battlefield over here, where these clones sadly failed. And these guys are doing actually a pretty good job of chopping down these droids who are getting a little too close to the clone trenches. The clones are denying them access right now, which is perfect, because once the droids do end up getting into those trenches, it's going to be a whole other problem for the clone troopers over that way. Lots of clone deaths will ensue, and the droids will probably lose less troopers because, of course, they will have that juicy cover right there, which will be a major problem. More droids coming up over from this way and this way over here. These guys getting a little bit more aggressive, and that's probably because they can now do a dual-pronged attack, and they realize that, and they see that they can really make something happen here on multiple sides of the battlefield. There we go. Nice bazooka shot right there. Takes out multiple droids. Looks like this AAT also ends up going down with a massive explosion, striking it right there. Well done. Rockets to follow it up. Kill the infantry nearby. Beautiful, boys. Beautiful. How we doing over this way? Droids over here still being heavily suppressed, hiding behind these rocks, not really amounting to too much, which is good. These droids over here all but wiped out. There's like a few droids over on this rock ledge over here, but not a lot. So these guys basically successfully defeated their angle over this way, and now they can focus in on these sides and behind them too, which is good to have those clones opened up for business. These clones over here, though, are starting to die out, and I think that's partially due to the cover fire that this AAT is providing these battle droids right here, as well as the droids just managing to lay down a lot of fire on these clones. Oh, there we go. Some rockets are now starting to strike that AAT. That's definitely good to see. We need to see more of that, though. And don't forget, even if the outside defenses fail, we've still got the pit here where Commander Fox is right there, chilling. and a whole lot of clone troopers with a lot of firepower who get to shoot upwards at the droids, which isn't great, but hey, you know, it's something. So there's still that existing on this battlefield as well, and there's still plenty of clones over here. So I'm not too worried about this fight for the clone troopers just yet, although things are getting a little bit hairy, a little bit precarious. The droids, while at the very beginning of this battle definitely getting slammed, are now managing to free themselves from that slammage and do some actual work here. And they seem to be pushing forward this way towards this little tunnel entrance over here. These guys have a nice little choke point that they can defend from, so I think this will be a pretty good kill zone for these guys. They'll probably get a nice meat grinder going, hopefully, and wipe out a large number of droids. Somehow these guys over here went down. How did they kill those guys? Did they have an angle from up there? Or maybe, oh, it might have been the AAT over there. Oh, we have massive explosions striking some of these sandbag walls over here. I think that's that AAT yet again. If the clones just killed this AAT, these troopers over here would not really be much of a problem. That AAT has single-handedly destroyed many a clone trooper position, and not just that, it's also gone ahead and just destroyed a lot of the cover that the clone troopers are utilizing on this battlefield, which is just a whole other problem in and of itself. Very, very bad for the clones right there. Taking that thing out would be... oh, it'd be really nice. It'd be so swell for the clones to do that. These droids coming up real close to this tunnel area over here. Good job with that grenade. That's what we like to see. But a counter grenade from the droids. Those clones need to book it. Oh, that guy gets dislodged and shot down. The other trooper still standing. He's going to run back to cover. Excellent. And hopefully he could get some shots off now. Yikes, yeah, more grenades in this vicinity would be huge if you guys want to do that. I don't know if they're going to manage to. There we go. There's a nice kill on that droid right there. Oh, they're getting shot in the back, though, now from over here. I think right now all these droids collapsing in on the clone troopers is starting to, you know, really carry some weight to it and cause some major, major problems for the clone trooper defenders. Oh, no! More grenades from the droids in here. That was actually a clone grenade. It was rebounded back, and that tunnel defense is down for the count now. Yikes. Oh, Commander Fox, he's dead, right? Oh, no, he gets back up. Okay, he was just concussed. Okay, Fox is still alive. We like to see that. Finally, that AAT does end up going down in the distance. Thank goodness, but the droids are just pressing in from this entire side of the battlefield. We got a lot of clones back here who could still do some stuff, but they're just in a bad position right now. Okay, nice grenades, nice grenades. No, he rebounds it back. Shoot! Again, bro. Again, destroying some of the command tent right there. That is no bueno. Oh, man. This is tough. Oh, the clones were doing so well, but then they just started to crumble, man. I really, really do think that AAT caused major, major problems for this entire clone trooper defense. I think if that AAT hadn't really had such free reign over the battlefield for so long there, I think the clones might be surviving a little bit better right now. It's definitely not over for the clone troopers. They've still got all these troopers down here, and they're getting a lot of kills, especially when they've been throwing out those grenades, and they've also got all those troopers way back here. They've got a lot of troopers back here, like a ton of them. So that's very good. Oh, these droids, the last of them, there's like 5 or 6 of them popping up to cause some trouble for these troopers right here. And now these troopers, I think the droids understand that this is like the strongest holdout for the clones right now, and so they're attacking it on all sides. Even though they are taking losses on all sides from these clone troopers, they realize this is the mission point that we could potentially gain some serious successes from pressing right now. So that is what they are doing, and it's causing some serious damage for the clone troopers. Did Fox go down? It looks like Fox did end up dying right there. We still got clone troopers in the command pit right now, still throwing out some grenades, which is very, very helpful. Every droid that dies right now is a massive help to the Republic. That was not the greatest grenade, though, right there. It is what it is. There's another one going off right over that way. Again, not the greatest grenade. Oh, yikes. The clones started so well in this battle, and then they just started to crumble pretty bad here. It happens to the best of them, baby. It really does. It's just a shame when it does end up happening to our boys in red. I have to say, I don't mind Commander Fox that much. I do kind of like the Foxy boy. All right, more droids coming up over here. Just barely any of them left alive over here, but they will take every little piece of ground that they can grab, and they are gonna sneak on up there, just bit by bit, little bit by a little bit right there. All right, And these droids pressing the clones pretty bad here too. I think this is going to be a clone trooper L at the end of the day, although a very valiant effort from them. It's just these guys back here that are left alive. Why don't we go into full speed now for these boys in red over here. Hopefully they can get a few more kills going, but it will be tricky. Luckily they do have some pretty good positions that they could fire from. But yeah, if a couple of these droids over here just crawl up over this way and then grenade from behind, I think these clones would be toasted. We'll see if that does end up happening right there. It very well could. Yeah, the droids are now starting to use the clones' own defensive cover here, which is a massive problem for the clone troopers. I'm going to take a little sip of the bean juice, a little sip of coffee. Delicious. Actually, today's bean juice has been very, very good. If I were to do a bean review for today, I could easily give this... I'd give this a 10 out of 10. It's very rare for us to give out full-blown 10 out of 10s on this channel for bean reviews. But gosh dang it, I am going to do it. Because that bean juice was darn tootin' good. That was a good bean juice, man. You know, sometimes you just got to give credit where credit is due. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, baby. Alright, either way, these clone troopers are dying right here, bit by bit. They're trying their best, but yeah, they're all going to end up going down. Hopefully they can get maybe a couple more kills on these droids, but it does seem like the defenders ended up failing in this battle. I mean, they did get a win the other day. The defenders did get a pretty sweeping win during that surrounded, flooded clone trooper defense. That was a pretty good win, but this was definitely a pretty bad defeat here. Either way, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment on down below if you'd like to see some more. Definitely a ton of losses for the droids. They took losses everywhere, not to mention the droids that were run over by tanks or blown up, which deletes their bodies, and there was a lot of that going on this battlefield. But still, the clones just couldn't manage it. Either way, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.